Awesome, awesome. Totally awesome. Crucify Barbara. Crucify Barbara. Crucify Barbara from Sweden. We bless you. We bless you. You know, Swedish chicks that rock and roll. Doesn't get better than that, guys. This day's edition of Pod Talk, we want to come back to you again on Marc Emery. He's in a U.S. federal prison for selling marijuana seeds. Not even against the law in Canada. And I think the approach that everybody's taking right now is Vic Taves. He's the Minister of Public Safety. And if we can get enough letters to him, write him, then he can probably, he could pull the switch that could, you know, at least get Marc back to Canada. That's, I think, the goal for everybody right now. Get Marc back in Canada so he can be with his family. He's going to be in prison, but at least he can be close to his family and you know, close to his business. And, you know, I hope people are, you know, the story doesn't seem to get much media. And that's distressing, because the whole issue, really, to be honest with, I think, an average Canadian like myself that smokes marijuana, for fun and for medical, it is a very, you know, I don't think any doctor would argue that it's just a recreational drug that doesn't really cause any harm other than possibly bronchitis if you like smoking 10 joints a day, which most people don't, you know, unless you're really sick and then you need to. So hopefully we can legalize in Canada, make some money. Federal government doesn't seem to understand that either. That we could make a boatload of money, because most Canadians have to resort to black market economies. Essentially, you have a friend of a friend knows a friend of a friend, and you know you know, ultimately it's, you know, you don't really know where you're purchasing your product. There's no rules and regulations, and that's why, you know, I don't understand why the federal government doesn't jump over all of this, because they like rules and regulations. They want to tell you who you can have sex with, same-sex partners. They want to tell you everything you can actually possibly do. It's, you know, they love that kind of shit, and that's kind of perplexing a bit. But guys, just wanted to do this video for Marc, because he's the guy that's, every time you guys take a hit, it's going to be Marc. It's Marc's doing your time for you. That's kind of the basics, you know. So get on the internet, get to, you know, freemarc.ca, get to the Cannabis Culture website. Try to find Jody Emery, his wife, on Facebook. You know, there's so many people that you connect with the social networking system that, you know, you don't have really a way out, right? If you're like a stoner, which I'm a stoner, I consider myself a stoner. I don't really even consider that a negative thing. I've smoked pot since I was like 17 years old, and it's really it's crazy. It's craziness. It's a plant, you know. Actually, personally, I like pot with a little bit of like mint or something like that, even oregano. Try it. Add some catnip, you know. Be a little bit adventurous in your Let's Roll campaign of Marijuana Party. But that's a long time ago. This week's edition of Rock Talk, should we call it Pod Talk? Working on the new show, guys. Hope you guys like it, because we've got some good stuff coming up. Band Emulsifier coming up Saturday night, live at the Old Town Hall in Southampton. Emulsifier 420.